Hi, Joseph Mullen from EvolutionCBL.com, and it's business from the kitchen again. Um, I get an email from the LA Times telling me what the top story is, and today I sit there and read that Toyota is at it again. They're having another recall. And what's the recall for? Same thing, sudden acceleration. So it gets me wondering, what's going on at Toyota? And what business model are they using? Because somehow I think people have been taken out of the equation of their business model. The thing is, what's to say to the customers? Can I really have faith in Toyota? Toyota used to be a good company. They used to be known for quality. But now all of a sudden, with all these recalls, I'm beginning to wonder. Especially one that's sudden acceleration. Yeah, that can be dangerous. So my question is did anybody at Toyota sit there and say or bring it up that the problem that was caused in these particular models for sudden acceleration, we kind of use the same design in a bunch of other models, so shouldn't we look at those as well? I mean, this would have been the logical and the ethical thing to do, is to look at where have I used this design all through our product line and check to see is there a potential for a future problem. Now, from the business side and the customer relations side, I would think it would have been a better idea to have a voluntary recall instead of waiting for the National Bureau of Safety Standards to force you to have a recall. I mean, wouldn't it be better to say, yeah, it wasn't the same exact design, but it was similar. So if you bring your car in, we'll check it out. At least you're telling the customer that they're still part of the equation, that you still think a lot about the customer, that you're concerned with them, not your profit. Nope, they didn't do that. They waited until it was forced recall, and now they got to have all these cars come in, and it's going to cost them way much more money because you're going to have people coming in. You got to pay your people to look at a car that may not even have the problem. So the thing is why have they taken people out of the equation? Why is it that they don't care about the customers? It seems that way because there's a problem, and what they do the first time? They blame the customer. Oh, it's nothing to do with our car, it's you people. Wrong move. And then on top of that, what did they do after that? Well, before they put a team of engineers, independent engineers, on the problem to see to see is there an electronic problem? Is it purely mechanical? Is it the carpets? Blah blah blah. What did they do? They put out a marketing blitz. We're still the greatest company in the world. Wrong move again. I mean, some people bought into it. I didn't. Probably because I'm smarter than that. But I mean, the thing is what's going on with business today? Why is it that they're so easy to blame the customer? Why is it, that they're so anxious to say, well, it's not my fault? Is it because the business models, the computer models, the equations, because it's too complex to add, people into the equation? Yeah, it is very complex because we're all different. There's so many factors involved with us, the way we think and everything else. It'd be a very complex computer program to figure out what the consumer is thinking. But the thing is to take your consumer completely out of the equation is ridiculous. It's ludicrous. It's a stupid business move. And if that's what they're doing, they need to stop it. They need to go back and add people back into the equation. They need to talk to the people. It's like, what do you think? I mean, we may have a problem with your car. Is it okay if you bring it in and we can check it for you? I mean, isn't that a better thing instead of getting a card in the mail going, there's a mandatory recall, your safety's at risk, get your car in here as soon as you can? I mean, which way would you want to receive that message? I'd rather have the nice way. Well, there's a possibility, and the sooner you can bring your car in, the sooner we can look at it and see if your car is one of the affected cars. It's just a much better approach to solving the whole problem. So the thing is take a look at your business models. Does it still have the people in there? Are you still using feedback from your customers, from your vendors, from your employees? Are you pulling in this feedback to see how everything's going? Because if you're not, you're just waiting for a disaster to happen. You're not going to know when it hits, because you're not going to even know where it came from, because you're not listening to the people who have the answers. So if you agree with that, if you think that that's a good business model that you need to get back to, then see what you can do to get back. If you're going to sit there and keep people out of the equation, heaven help you. It's your business. Thanks.